Hello my fellow tripod, so this is me in town, and I am gonna make you a crossover video with the creator. If you see me gonna do it. Okay, so the city of Coventry I live in, it is peaceful, calm most of the times, and there is a number 5. That was a number 6, that was one of those. It was where haunted by a girl who, she's always, back in the time when these were like houses, she said down here about going to murder herself. And that's a bit gruesome. If you don't like gruesome stuff, you can leave. She's gonna murder herself. The next minute, she disappeared the next day. No one knows where she was until they found her down here, I think it was, because I was on the ghost tour with Team Vine. I'm not explaining what it is. Down there, where they saw her just dead on the floor. And the people don't know if she actually died, she killed herself, or someone actually killed her. We don't know for sure because it's a mystery. But down here is the ruins of St. Mary's Cathedral. There's another part like over there, but we can't get into it because it's a private car park, sadly. This was the ruins of St. Mary's. This is the southwest tower, so we are here, we're like there. This is the southwest of the tower. And then there's this building here. This building, let me tell you for a fact, in history terms, used to be the original school. I'm not saying the school's name, or as I'm going to get a report. But down here, we can't get into it, sadly, because they closed it off to public. But what I've heard was down here is where they heard those two skeletons holding swords. And also, people have heard night doing this. Hold on, let me do it. Doing that during the night. But we don't see the skeletons, sadly, because they're like very the dog, but we see a shopping trolley instead. That's a bit haunting. Right, we got more ghost stories, because there's a street where it has some murders into it. So I know this is a bit more gruesome, but it's spooky season. Come on, I need to do spooky stuff. And also, for another fact of St. Mary's Cathedral, when Time Team came to Coventry to excavate the site to find St. Mary's, they found a skeleton. And from the ghost tour, our operator said that ghost tour was, in fact, a woman. The skeleton was a woman who, which I'm not going to show a picture, and all. This sort of rat. That was interesting to see. Sorry for the way you put it. Sorry, what happened to it, we don't know for sure. But I'm going back, so those I'm going to go into. I need to be careful because there's car licenses. So we need to be careful. Hilltop. Where these Victorian houses, this is where St. Mary's Cathedral was. It was like underneath. See, I don't know if there's people in there. There's people in there, so I need to be careful. Right, sorry. This is black. About these were the ancient. There's about the something. I'll go back a little bit. Pause there so you can read it and let me know what this is about, because I'm not very good reading. Pause. Okay, there you go. You're done. Right. Here we are. Hilltop. Look at this, what Victoria's. Down here, this is where apparently people saw a shadow-like figure where this Victorian light post is. They saw a shadow-like thing. Saw a shadow thing there because one of mine saw some, and down there is where if you whistle at night, you can hear a whistle response. For me, I did hear it, and also I heard a roar right behind me. So I went to look, there was nothing there. So I was confused. I'm like, what was that? But it turns out I think it was just a car, but I don't know for sure. And we've got one more ghost site. There's more ghosts, and I'm not going to do more ghost videos like these until the next Halloween. Because more of those is the Slug Letters. That pub there is actually haunted. It's haunted because it used to be a courthouse jail. And there's another part called the Golden Cross where the chambers are haunted. Because my tour guide actually went down there with BBC Radio. Holy Trinity Church. That spire actually collapsed in 1667, where there was a boy who got crushed. Bit gruesome, I know, but what happened was that when you walk, you might see his glowing eyes when you look down, feeling he is there at night. But this right here is the chambers to one of the Lord and Mayor of Coventry back in the times where that's where his remains are. They're down there with his family. We can't go down there sadly because this church will not let us in. But that is history. Also over here, this gravestone. This is very interesting. Where I am was. So there was a ghost who was walking around here, and people tried to shoot him up at that roof, but turns out that did not work because that ghost disappeared. But I'll explain that later. And then when the people came to the site, a farmer came to the site, saw the ghost, and he said to him, "I am the farmer, who are you?" No response. He gets closer, said it again, I am a farmer, who are you?" No response. He gets closer, whispers it, I am the father, I'm a farmer, who are you? And then he arrested the ghost, because the ghost was actually a man who was trying to, was a boy, who just wants to give people a bit of a jokey time. Haha, absolutely he is. That's a ghost, but it got one more final one. We're going to go back up this way. We're going to go to the old Coventry Cathedral. The old Coventry Cathedral ruins. Well, let me say, first I think there's a tour happening, but I don't know for sure. I need to be careful. No, it's not a tour, it's just people walking. It is the Coventry's old cathedral. Yeah, even I was talking about Spring Heel Jack. Even if you're from London, you know who I'm talking about. But people who's out of London, like also in the rest of the world, don't know who I'm talking about. Spring Heel Jack was a guy who literally jumped. If you look from this angle, there's a lot of trees, I know, but look at the Coventry Cathedral. It's literally leaning. They're actually about to demolish it back when they're building the new cathedral, like over there. But they didn't do it. But the fact was, people saw Spring Heel Jack climbing up there and jumping around those pillars. Then he disappeared. No one knows who's Spring Heel Jack to this day. Okay, that's the end of my ghost stories about Coventry, because I want to do a special Halloween video, and this is what it is. And I'm gonna cut it off and go to with the creator, because he's going to talk about his ghost sightings and talk about his encounter with ghosts. So is mine. So we're gonna leave it there. I'll see you guys at the creator's house. Bye. I am at my friend's Alex's house. There he is. He's on his phone, which he's recording. He's recording as well. So, what is the ghost stories you encountered?
I have kidnapped you for the grace of God.
Okay, we're doing this right now. Alright.
Yes.
Alright. What's the ghosts you encountered? Like, have you encountered a ghost in your house?
Me.
Really?
Just joking.
Alright, let's hear your story of the ghost.
My TV keeps on coming on, and I've always been seeing crazy stuff over here.
You've seen like a giant like shape like Bonnie, haven't you? Like a rabbit shape. Sort of like that, yeah. The ghost I encountered was, I was chilling in my house. I was sitting there watching TV with my entire family, and the whole way I just turned on by itself. The another encounter was, I was literally was brushing my teeth. My TV was on, but it was paused. The video was paused, but then it played. I didn't know how that happened. Apparently, every time I'm in my room, I just hear, like, someone say my name, like, Mark. And I'm like, yeah, no response. Very spooky. Have you Have you ever heard someone said your name, but there was no one responded?
No.
Nope. So it's just me then.
Yes.
Okay, that's basically it for today's video, guys. This is my long way Halloween special working on with my friend Creator. So thank you for coming on here, even though you invited me to your house, but who cares about that?
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.